Dreams affect the way we live, our decisions, our mistakes, laughter. I could go on, but you probably have an idea of what I'm getting at. Do you remember when I told you I want us to build a house of our own in Kenya? A house that was built by us, a home that we could share with our son and family, a space that is characterized by you and I? It seems like only yesterday, but you were only a little boy when we broke ground and started construction. I remember ours was the only property in the area at the time. Now we have so many neighbors. It wasn't the safest of places to build at the time, yet you decided to take time off work and build our home together. You remember it was then that you got the job offer and you had to leave Kenya? I remember being scared, wondering how and when we were going to complete our home, considering opportunities like the one you just got are few and far between. You looked at me and said that we mustn't stop. You will continue with this home and see it through to completion. You know, my first thought at the time was, has this man finally lost it? I don't know anything about construction, design. How am I supposed to get this done? Let's not forget the security situation of this place and the fact that I'm most probably going to be the only woman on the site constantly. Yes, he has definitely lost it. In hindsight, maybe I overreacted. Your dad's reaction to my very confused expression at the time to this day keeps me going with his most serious but charming look. You are absolutely beautiful. I mean that in every sense of the word. You're intelligent, creative, strong, warm-hearted, and an amazing soul in entirety. He looked me straight in the eyes and said, I'm leaving this with you because I am certain you can do it. I decided at that very moment to dedicate myself to our home. I love open spaces. I don't like feeling cramped, hence the big windows, high ceilings, and doorless doorways. In a way, your dad showed me I could fly, and boy did I fly. A home can be a whole lot of things that are just wonderful and important to good health. It could be a place of freedom and escape. It could be a place of peace. Most important, a place where love should be in infinite supply, and that's what I wanted our home to be to us and anyone who lived in it. It took 2 years to build, but it was finally complete. Remember your reaction when you saw it? It brought me close to tears. Then came the time to work on the interior, personalize it, and make it us. You know how much I like my antiques. I know a lot of times it cost us a lot to import some of the furniture that I wanted or I saw in different parts of the world we traveled to. I cannot begin to explain to you how much I appreciate you and love you. My mom's old furniture, my dad's big radio, you were completely accepting of it all. You understood my vision and my dream. I had to use the right kind of wood, both on the outside and the inside of the house. They couldn't be the same. I wanted a home that would last the test of time and unpredictable weather. Every trip brought an addition to our collection of antiques. I know, but I'm still of the strong belief that old is gold. Not everything in the house is antique, of course, like the taps, the shower, the sinks. Every time I walk into any of our bathrooms, I still smile. You know, I didn't want anyone knowing where the bathrooms were located from outside. The design of the sink is just so unique. I had a couple of people viewing the house and the expressions on their face when they saw the sink was just heartwarming. One of them, a young man about your age, saw your dad's old comics, the ones I framed in your room, and just went, well, I don't want to say crazy, but he was really excited. I guess he's a comic book nerd just like your dad. The brick wall on the way to your room, I remember telling your dad we had to get it and import it before it became too expensive, a decision he is very happy he agreed with at the time. One of the many reasons I love this home so much is the fact that a lot of the art and furniture, from the chairs to the carpets, were made within Africa. I commissioned an artist to do a painting for the sitting room. There are a couple of changes though, since the last time you were both in the house. We now have an extra patio in the garden. I also want to make the well deeper, so the house constantly has its own source of water in addition to the underground reservoir. You probably always wondered why I chose to use chains for the rainwater drainage. I don't like pipes. But we still needed to collect the rainwater, so the chain came in as a perfect replacement, with a couple of good pros, major one being it doesn't get clogged by dry leaves. It also made sense for the climbing plants. Talking about my plants, the flowers at the entrance to the house look so beautiful. Although I've had to spray the plants all around the house to fight the sooty mold appearing on the leaves. Apart from that, the entire house looks green and gorgeous. The air is just so fresh, crisp, and clean. Every morning I wake up to brew that coffee we loved having together while I enjoy the light of the sunrise that comes into our sitting room. I remember the both of you. I feel your presence in our home and hope that anyone that lives in this house while we're in different parts of the world would feel the abundance of love that we felt in this home. I cannot wait to see the two of you again, because when it comes down to it, you're my home, and I love you.